I've been watching Alex Hormozi's clips, whether long form and short form, where he basically, like, you know, when he does like a workshop and people come and people ask him questions and pretty much they pay to be there in person and ask Alex a bunch of questions and Alex just gives them advice. Now, one theme, a very common theme that I've seen, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, people pay like 25 grand or even more because it's in person to be there, right? I know that they pay like 25 grand to just like call him up and he does those live streams, but like in person, that like 100% has to be more. And what I've noticed very commonly is that somebody will, like, they'll be doing like, I don't know, 6 million in revenue, 10 million in revenue, something that to a normal person would be like insane, you know, they're successful. They would ask Alex a question, who by the way, Alex does like 250 mil a year compared to like 10 mil a year, that's nothing. They would ask Alex a question and they're like, you know, Alex, I have this problem, this and that. And how Alex answers is in the most simple way possible. Like, it's literally, I'm kid you not, like one single sentence, maybe a couple of examples, but it's just a very short interaction with each person. It's not like they have to be there for hours and draw everything out and explain everything. It's like they pay who knows how much money, a shit ton of money, for Alex just to stand in front of them and be like, dude, you know, like, this is the answer. And it's always like, it's usually the things that these people already knew. Like, they already knew, but Alex confirmed it for them. And it's not like Alex is not gonna like keep, like, trust me, bro. Alex posts that shit online for, like, you imagine you paid 25 grand to meet your mentor and then he gives you advice and then he posts that same video online for free. Like, something you paid for, he uploaded for free for everybody to watch. And then, like, when you see that, it makes you think, like, who the fuck would actually pay that much money to Hormozi if he's gonna, number one, like, leak that information that I paid for online, public. But it's like, it's one sentence, one interaction. Like, what am I going to learn from that? And what I realized is that you're not going to be paying for like a big revelation. You're going to be paying for normalization. The best way to achieve something in life, especially if it's a big goal, is to normalize it. Jeremy Haynes also talks about it, but Alex Hormozi doesn't talk about it, but he definitely like actually preaches it. Like, not preaches it, but like he actively uses it. He normalizes things. He simplifies them. And the best way to, like, if $1 million a month goal is like so fucking high up there for you, let's say, you just like minimalizing it, that's like, it's gonna make it so much more achievable. Whereas like, you don't feel like it's impossible, you feel like it's normal to achieve. And the real value in actually paying people like Alex Hormozi, like dozens of thousands of dollars, is you who's doing 10 million a year, you come to somebody who's making 250 million a year, and this big problem that you see as a big unreachable boulder in front of your journey, and you see it as something unmovable, like an immovable object. That's how you perceive it. But this other person, Alex in this case, he perceives it as just a bug in the path that you're gonna crush and keep moving forward. Not a problem at all, right? So think about it. You think of it as this immovable problem. Alex, just see it as like fucking the easiest problem ever, like this simple shit, like insignificant. Like, what are you doing? How are you stuck at that? And so what happens when you pay this much money and you expect a big ass revelation, and Alex just looks at you like, and he's like, well, you're a dumbass. This is how you solve it. And he looks at you weird and he makes fun of you in front of a crowd of all kinds of rich people, makes you look dumb, makes you look stupid, makes you go like, well, I just paid this guy how much fucking money and he said that, and that's the fix to my problem. Like, I already knew this shit. And then it makes you feel stupid. But it also makes the problem feel so like fucking 10 times less significant. And because you feel stupid and because that problem is now normalized, you actually understand how simple it is. Because of that new perspective that you've been given, now that moves you and actually you actually go and solve it, which otherwise you wouldn't solve it. You would see it as like a big fucking stepping stone problem, right? And it's like all these people that are paying, like that's the thing. That's what you're paying for in a mentorship. You're not paying for a big ass revelation that's going to change your entire life and you're going to open your third eye. No, 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 no. You're paying for perspective, and you're paying to like, for you to normalize things. Like, for example, look at Jeremy Haynes. I bet you, I kid you not, bro. Every single testimonial from Jeremy Haynes goes like this. You know, one day Jeremy called me a bitch and I got really angry, and, you know, I just decided to do the things that I knew I should be doing for like the last 6 months, and I did it, and now I scaled up and now I'm talking at this stage and I'm really inspired, you know. That's it. That's it. People literally pay him thousands of dollars per month for him to just like tell them, hey, stop being a bitch, do this. And it's something, so like people already know what they need to be doing, but they're just not doing it. And so you shouldn't be trying to teach people new stuff. The information is out there. It's like, how do you help them do it? How do you help them do the things that they know they need to do in the most efficient way possible? That's the thing. And normalize it. Right? When you're around people like Alex, like he again, that's the most important thing. He sees that problem as like a small bug. You see it as a stepping stone. You see it as like this big thing, as a boulder in front of your journey. And he just helps you understand how small you are, how insignificant the problem is. And you just like realize, oh, because of that perspective, now I understand how small this is. Let me go and solve it. And that's what you're essentially paying for, right? Hold on, let me figure out if there's any other notes that I missed out. Right? Probably not. No, that's everything. I do want to touch on, it's really interesting how Alex Hormozi just like makes you pay, I don't know, like fucking 20 grand, bro, for something. And you pay, and he just posts it. He will literally go live, make you pay, and then while he's giving you the information that you're paying for, somebody else on the other side of the screen who's not paying him, he's getting it through a live. That's insane to me. And people still keep buying. Okay, that's insane to me. But I think Hormozi said this once where he was like, if something is unscalable, such as like one-on-one work, I will charge for that. So he charges for actually talking to people one-on-one. But it's like whatever is, I worded it wrong. Whatever is unscalable, like one-on-one work, like the lives, like actually talking to people, he will charge that. But whatever is actually scalable, like it doesn't require his actual effort, like running a live, he will not charge for that. So I think that's his reasoning. I think that's actually smart. I think that is actually his whole premise behind give all the value away for free and just charge for the actual implementation, charge for you doing the work. But all the information, the stuff that is actually scalable, because like you make a video once, billions of people can watch it. That shit is scalable. So just like give that away for free because, you know, it doesn't fucking matter. But stuff that actually takes your time, like you can't fucking fulfill for a billion people, maybe for a couple dozen, that's what you should charge for. So that was a really interesting perspective. But yeah, I journal about this. You know, something I really figured out, whenever I make an effort to actually journal my thoughts, I come up with banger video ideas, such as this one. And I think journaling your thoughts and what you're doing is a big thing, because your journal is your content weapon. But anyway, that's it for this video, guys. If you're interested in, you know, seeing my actual business stuff, this is my channel where I make videos just like for lessons like these, and, you know, just to be able to clip everything up. If you're actually interested in my business channel, where I post business stuff, business content on how to grow your Instagram and make money with it, and how we are at our agency helping $1 million earners per month and even per year, some of them. Again, that channel is not for beginners, not for somebody to start running an IG theme page. No. Like this, my business channel is for people who are already established, have a business, have an offer, ideally already doing 50 to 100K a month and want to scale further. So that's there. So yeah, if you're interested in that, the link is going to be down below. And if you're also interested in, following me on Instagram, messaging me on Instagram, I do suggest that you do. Again, the link is going to be in the description, so do that. I respond to my DMs personally. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope this was valuable, and I'll see you tomorrow.